Hey y'all, welcome to the country where it's just another day in paradise. Let's see what's going on. Hey y'all, well I'm here in the kitchen. It's Christmas break, the second week, and I'm going to make some quick taco soup that Steven's going to take to work tomorrow to feed to some of the people that work there. He does that every year. I make something that he takes, and he's going to take this taco soup and a salad for lunch tomorrow. So this is a super easy crock pot recipe. You don't have to use a crock pot. You can do it on top of your stove in a great big pot. This is a really big crock pot, and you can tell it fills it about 2/3 full. So that'll be enough for quite a few people. So what's in this taco soup is I browned 1 pound of ground pork. Now you can use ground turkey, ground chicken, ground beef, ground deer, but I decided I'm going to try it with pork this time. So I browned my pork and drained the fat and put it in my crock pot. And then I added 2 cans of fire roasted tomatoes that are diced up. These happen to have garlic in them. So 2 cans of that. You can use regular diced tomatoes. I like to use fire roasted. I just love the flavor that gives. And then there is a can of just whole kernel corn. Dump it in there. You don't have to drain it. A can of diced tomatoes and green chilies. I just used original. If you want it spicy, get the hot one. Also, you're going to need a can of beef broth. You could use chicken broth if you wanted to, especially if you're using chicken or turkey or even with this pork. But I did the beef broth. And there is a can of dark red beans in here. There's a can, I like to use garbanzo beans. Love garbanzo beans. It gives, a different texture. Can also add a little thickness to it. If you didn't want to use garbanzo beans, you could just use your good old pinto beans. I even thought about putting hominy in this. I think that would be really, really good also. But since I have the corn in here, I wouldn't add the hominy. Now this calls for 1 package of taco seasoning. So I'm going to add that here. I just got the regular. You could get low salt. And a package of ranch salad dressing. I just used the store brand. I've never made the taco soup with this in it before. So this has herbs and spices and a little bit of something maybe to give it a little thickness. And I'm just going to mix that all in. I like to do this ahead of time because I want those flavors to penetrate the soup and go all through it. You could have added the taco seasoning to your meat. There's no added water here because you've got the juice from the tomatoes and the corn. I did drain and rinse all the beans though. And so that there was none of that sediment that's in the beans. And I'm just going to stir this up here. You can cook this, since everything's really already cooked, you could do it on low for 4 hours or on high for a couple of hours. And then I like to let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. And tomorrow Stephen will take it to work. He'll plug it in. He'll put it on high for a couple hours just to get it warm, and it'll be ready for lunch. So quick, easy. You can vary the fat with it by the meat that you use. You don't even have to do meat. If you wanted to do a vegetarian taco soup, you could add some more beans, add that hominy in there, and it freezes really well. Just put it in cartons and stick it in the freezer and pull it out when you need it. So here's what my soup looks like. once it's all mixed up. There are some black beans in there too. I forgot to show you the black beans. And I'm just going to put the lid on and let it cook a couple hours on high and then taste it to see if it needs anything added to it. So to garnish your soup, you can use lots of different things. You could use sour cream, some sort of cheese on top, just a grated cheese or a crumbling cheese, fresh cilantro, some corn chips. We're going to send some corn chips to put on top. Just, anything. I even like to chop up avocados and put it on top. That's a really, really good accompaniment with this taco soup. So, hope y'all make some taco soup. Hope y'all have a great New Year. Stay safe. Hopefully things are going to get better. And soon this COVID will be under control and we can all kind of go back a little bit of normalcy there. So, bye y'all.